Hello Star Wars Galaxy of Hero players, this is Antiteshordo, and today I'm going to be doing another video on what Star Wars The Clone Wars can bring to Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. And yes, we're going to be talking about an exciting set of droids here too. All the Galactic Republic droids. Yes, I'm going to be getting to Separatist droids eventually, and so on and so forth. But, stay tuned. This is definitely part 2, but it's also going to be a continuation week by week. So every Friday I'm going to have one of these up, and then after I'm done with the Clone Wars, I am going to be going into other movies, or like Star Wars Episode 1, Episode 2, Episode 3. I'm going to cover all the movies and any other animated series shows. So stay tuned for that. Obviously, this list will not be complete. Because by the time Clone Wars Season 7 comes out, there may be some new characters added in. So stay tuned for those characters down the road. But until then, I'm going to be talking about Clone Wars, Star Wars, Galactic Republic droids today. And so we're going to start off. Some of you guys may have known that, yes, I am talking, and I've done 2 videos on this before, but I'm going to be talking about DSquad. First off, the DSquad, and I feel like, of course, one of them does not, or is already in game. We don't need another version of R2-D2, even though, yes, it'd be cool to see the little super high-end flaming ability, but he's basically the same. So there's no real need to add R2-D2 because he's already in. However, there are other characters that can be added in. 5 other characters. Stay with me. Yeah, you probably see, 5 other characters that could be in the map or in the group, but there's another one later on. I'll get to that. So we're going to talk about U9C4, WAC-47, M5BZ, which, if you remember the episodes that this arc was, the DSquad arc, M5BZ had Colonel Meeber Gascon in it because of how short and small he is, and QTKT. Now, Meeber Gascon, he definitely will not fit in as a playable character by himself because he's so small. He'll do nothing. If anything, he's just a basic, unique kind of character where he's kind of like a Hermit Yoda. So I don't see the need for him being there. And in the other videos I kind of covered, but mostly for now, Colonel Meeber Gascon was in M5BC, so it makes sense that he would probably have a basic, special, leader, and unique, just a 4-ability character. None of these characters need to have, other than R2-D2 and maybe another character down the road, none of these characters need, 5 or 6 abilities. It just needs a 4-ability. All these characters can have a 4-ability style character. Just because Meeber Gascon was the leader and he was housed, his little I don't want to say open office, but his little command post was inside M5BZ's head. So, yeah. Now, all of these characters have some uniqueness to it. So R2-D2 would stay the same, other than R2-D2 I can see having a rework, and he can have a few numerous add-ins to it. So, as his number crunch, he adds adds buffs to himself, and then from there he adds to the team max health, max protection, potency, and offense. That's just his number crunch. His other ability gives crit chance and evasion and stuff like that. Or no, accuracy. Sorry, accuracy, not evasion. Went the opposite way. So a number of options that this team could boost to R2, which R2 could boost to the rest of the team, would be tenacity. I feel like tenacity would make sense here, but at the same time, there could be other possibilities. Maybe crit avoidance. Maybe crit. I don't see crit damage, and he already boosts crit chance. Maybe accuracy. Another thing of accuracy could be, but that's kind of iffy. So crit avoidance, tenacity, and maybe health still would be options. However, I feel like the most prime boost would be tenacity. To me, it makes sense. So DSquad would boost tenacity, and then he would boost tenacity out. So R2-D2 would technically get a better. He would just be a better unique character, and also it would help any other teams he's with outside of it. So yes, it would boost resistance. It would boost rebels. The teams that he's currently in now would just boost up more. boost him a little bit more. Just that extra tenacity could be, you know, with RNG, it could be a game changer. So, but yes, R2-D2 boosting tenacity. So other than that, I see U9C4 as the tank of this team, just because he has that big, huge arm cannon thing that comes out. Of course, also the other droid companions would kind of, you know, back out of the way so they can even easily. He could be another character that boosts stealth, so he would taunt, do damage to everyone, all enemies, and all the other droids gain stealth. I can see that. WAC 47 is one of those DUM pit droids that you see from Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. And I can easily see that he would have, or he could have some repair abilities, but he's a pilot. He is a pilot, so he could be that support, or maybe he could be a healer, but he'd also be a pilot as well, so, and I'll get to that pilot part in a little bit. But for the most part, yes, he could easily, and I mean easily, be a character that could theoretically cleanse and heal and stuff like that, just because he's a pit droid, even though his programming is piloting. M5BZ definitely be the leader, but he would also have probably some leadership buffs to give to the team. He could be kind of like, not exactly Yoda, but Grandmaster Yoda kind of esque for his team, as well as droids. And yes, all these could still have droid synergy as well. And then QTKT would be probably the heavy. She'd be the IG-88 for this team, just because of her little magnetic ability to check mines. But in this case, she would be throwing mines out, so she would actually those mines could, you know, do damage, kind of like Dengar's ability, and throw up thermals, you know, just to do that. Unless they want to add proximity mines, kind of like the ships. But they always detonate after one turn, so, you know, there could be that synergy there. So, but yes, talking about piloting, WAC would be piloting the new class cargo shuttle that you see they escape from, the Venator that has all that, all the explosives set up in the episode. I feel like this could also theoretically be a ship that, because they say they're going to go on more adventures, I don't think R2 goes with them, but the rest of the squad, and Gregor obviously doesn't, but the rest of the squad of droids could go on different secret cooperative missions, and, you know, exposing separatist threats and secrets, and which can also give them an advantage. They could probably add in a few more droids, but they haven't really expanded on that, and I highly doubt they want to expand on that in the Clone Wars TV Season 7, even though I feel like it would have been a kind of a cool little nod to, even if it was just comic-wise, or not well, maybe comic or anything else to expand. And if there was any expansion, I don't know of it, because I was looking stuff up and I didn't really run into any more content of that. So I can easily see this being a small droid squad under Colonel Meeber Gascon, adding in another droid or two that could help them with these sneak in missions. So, and I can easily see them keeping this shuttle. Be kind of cool. But yes, the cargo shuttle, it'd be a cargo ship, it'd be Galactic Republic, of course. It wouldn't be droid because it's not a droid ship, but it could still get that tag maybe. But yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on that. And of course, the pilot would be WAC, the main pilot, and then this co-pilot would be Meeber Gascon, because he'd be obviously given orders, so, but he is not the main pilot. Of course, some people wouldn't like that, so if anything, the main pilot would be none other than WAC himself. Next, sorry about that. Next, CC5576-39, or Gregor, as we know him, one of the cool Republic commandos that comes back into Star Wars Rebels. Easily, I can see him making it as a character for the DSquad, but kind of like Revan's event, where he's a throw-in instead of an enemy, or maybe he's an enemy for a little bit and then he joins the team and then takes on as an event character. But you need DSquad to unlock Gregor for a legendary event. How cool would that be? Using Gregor as a legendary event. character, but you need DSquad for that. If they ever bring DSquad in, I would say do kind of a quick farm. Be ready for a legendary event of Gregor. He would be a clone trooper, DSquad, and yeah, Galactic Republic. Easily added in. I think that'd be kind of cool. And I'll say I'll do another video down the road talking about Gregor, Rex, and Wolf. Stay tuned for that, but that won't be for a while. But yeah, Gregor being a unlockable legendary character for DSquad. So yes, you'd have to get a legendary. Maybe they add in. You only need 4 of the 5, but if you have R2, it's one character down. Like I have Gear 12 R2, so if that event ever happens, R2D2 would be ready. I need the other characters. So, and maybe this clone commando will. I don't see him being a leader, but I could definitely see him having 2 uniques, basic, special, and being a meta-defining team member on a clone team. And if clones aren't reworked by the time he comes out, I can easily see him, giving a boost to clones. Maybe have like a number crunch for clones. Just clones? Number crunch style effect. Who knows? But yeah, Gregor easily an add-in. Now, yes, this video will be tagged as Galactic Republic droids, it'll be tagged DSquad, but I will have a couple of more Galactic Republic droids. One of them being the Mark IV Architect Droid Professor Hae-Young, or Hae-Yang. As you kind of got a little spoiler from it before I started talking about Gregor. But I can see this droid making it in. I don't see the other younglings making it in, but maybe they might add in the young Jedi younglings and have a Jedi youngling tag. That means Darth Vader's the dark side Anakin, if that ever comes to the game, which is theorized this year. He might have a hate or an extra damage towards those younglings, which would be kind of mean, but it also links to, yeah. But going on though, this droid I can easily see just be a physical damager. I see it just more of a support, maybe a cleanser and a buff giver to the team, and he would have some synergies with droids, but have super synergies with Jedi. And if they ever add those Jedi younglings, I'm not covering them in this video though, but the Jedi younglings from the Jedi or the arc that they're in, he might be a leader for them because he kind of has a kind of a defensive buff up kind of leadership that could be used for Jedi. So hey, maybe. But finally, I did want to throw this last droid in just because we were talking about whack in the beginning, and I know they're not in the Clone Wars other than a certain few episodes, and it's the DUM series pit droid. How cool it'd be to see these guys in. Obviously, instantly I can see them be kind of the Jawa engineer for droids. Just simple, basic, special, unique. Have a unique ability just to give them maybe speed up, kind of like Jawa Engineer, so they don't need Jawa Engineer if they want a full droid team and not a droid Jawa team. But hey, it's a theorized thing, and they can repair. And honestly, one thing I wanted to mention about this character is if they ever add any vehicle, and once I get ships taken care of first, I got to make ships more fun to play. More places to use them, maybe like a Sith raid, or not Sith raid, a ship raid. Then if they ever do vehicles, pit droids could be you'd have like a vehicle or two, and then you have a character or two on the sides. I could see a pit droid being a repair droid for that. And then he would have to get an ability just for that team, or that game mode. So, but I don't see vehicles making it in until ships make a big impact in the game. Right now, they're still kind of meh to me. They need like tons more ships. That's a big thing, but that's for another video. But yes, if they ever add in vehicles, pit droids make sense to be there, to be supportive of those. Like they'll be like behind the vehicle or side of the vehicle, sitting there repairing, kind of like what people do in Battlefield and in the original Battlefront 2 games, Battlefront 1 and 2 games, where you just sitting there, pull out your little healing repair tool and just repairing things. There you go. There you go. Run along the ship repairing. Do, 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 do. So, but other than that, thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys think on this list. And I really appreciate all those that watch the videos I make. And you guys have a wonderful day.